Here I am down in Florida, and boy, have I got a sweet video for you today. I'm going to be taking you to the ruins of an old sugar mill where we can learn some Florida history and how cane syrup is made. Let's take a look.
Somewhere, basking in the warm Florida sun, lie the ruins of an old sugar mill with a history longer than a southern freight train, dating back to a time before Florida was even a state. Today, I'm headed just outside of beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida. But I'm not here for the cars, the bikes, or the beach. I've come to visit an old abandoned sugar mill. This amazing historical landmark is located in the town of Port Orange, Florida, just about 10 minutes south of Daytona Beach. The story of these ruins dates back to the year 1804, when this land was sold in the form of a land grant from Spain, before Florida was even a state. The land was originally a sugar plantation and then eventually became a sugar mill. Though the mill had a run of bad luck, it burned down twice. Once during the Second Seminole Indian War, and then again during the Third Seminole Indian War in 1856. Later, it was used as a Civil War headquarters in the year 1862. In the 1940s and 50s, there was an attempt to make it into an amusement park called Bongo Land, named after a baboon that lived in the park. In 1985, the land was leased by the Botanical Gardens of Volusia organization and is now a historic site surrounded by a beautiful botanical garden, complete with dinosaurs left over from the Bongo Land amusement park.
Now I'm a Yankee. I grew up in Vermont making maple syrup. That's me there in the middle. And here's a picture of my grandfather outside the sugar shack, which he built with his bare hands and his trusty old hand tools. Now I don't know anything about making cane syrup, so I had to do some research. But I learned along the way there are some similarities between making cane syrup and maple syrup. Let's take a look.
The process of making cane syrup starts here, in the cane field. Making cane syrup is a simple yet painstaking process. First, the sugar cane must be farmed, harvested, stripped, topped, cut, and then it will be run through a mill to crush the cane and extract the juice. The mill here at Dunlawton was steam-powered in the later years. Before steam power was used, the mill would be driven by horsepower, as seen here. If you look to the upper left of your screen, you'll see the two giant rollers that the sugar cane would be run through in order to extract the juice. The extracted juice is then brought over here to these giant vats, where it will be boiled to bring any impurities to the surface. Once the liquid reaches 190 degrees, a foam head, or skimmings as they're called, will rise to the top and will then be skimmed off and discarded. A wood-burning furnace will heat the liquid to precisely 227 degrees Fahrenheit, at which point the sugar solids are just thick enough to give the cane syrup the right consistency to be poured over your pancakes or biscuits. This is the part that reminds me of making maple syrup as a kid. I remember collecting the sap from the trees, as my grandfather would be in his sugar house, maintaining the fire and constantly stirring the sap until it cooked down into syrup. So, if you're ever on the east coast of Florida, don't forget to check out the Dunlawton Sugar Mill. It's a great place to visit, and it's excellent for the kids. It's very educational, and it's a beautiful garden to walk around. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to my channel to get notifications for all my latest videos. Thanks for watching.